Hi! Welcome to today's topic, which is why can't I be loved the way I want to be loved? And this is very fitting for you whether or not you're single and want to be in a romantic relationship, or if you have a romantic partner and you just don't feel like you're getting loved the way you want to be loved. Because this topic today is going to be on romance. I am Seqkat from Enlightenment.com, and I'm glad to have you here with me. Thank you. Okay, so let's look at that topic here. Why can't I be loved the way I want to be loved? And the answer to that question is another question. And that question is, do you love you the way you want to be loved? And there's a really good way to go about seeing if you really do. So you ought to test this, because you may think, oh, sure I do. I love me the way I want to be loved. But I think you really should try this exercise if you feel like love is lacking in any form or fashion in the romance department with you. So write down a list of how you would like to be loved. And then look at each one and test it out. So what I did is I wrote down a list here. Kind of got pretty ready for it. So I just did a few examples. So let's say you write down on your list, I want to be appreciated, cherished and adored, really cared for, and accepted for who I am. So let's just say this is just a few examples. You could have a longer list, you could have a shorter list, or whatever. So then you need to really look at it. Do you appreciate yourself? And you got to ask yourself, do I appreciate myself? Think about it. Do you appreciate yourself, or do you criticize yourself? What is your self-talk like? Do you give yourself appreciation? Wow, I appreciate I do this. I appreciate I am this. I appreciate my traits of this. I appreciate my traits of that. Or are you criticizing yourself? I wish I was better at this. I wish I wasn't like this. I wish I wasn't like that. Look at that. And then let's look at the cherished and adored. Are you really cherishing yourself and adoring yourself, or are you judging yourself? And that kind of goes back on that criticism too. Again, judging. I don't like this, I don't like that. And then let's see, cared for. Now that's a big one. You want to be cared for. Do you care for yourself? Do you care for yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually? Are you doing the exercises, eating a healthy diet? Are you practicing things that would make you spiritually balanced and enlightened? Are you practicing things that would keep you in a healthy mindset where you can be a happier, joyful person? And then last but not least, blah, blah, blah. Last but not least, accepted for who I am. Do you accept you for who you are? Or do you always say, I'm not enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not tall enough, I'm not skinny enough, I'm not rich enough? How are you perceiving, and what kind of energy are you giving towards yourself? Because as you give that type of energy to yourself, this is your frequency and this is your vibration. And we know from the law of attraction, like attracts like. So the love or lack thereof that you have given to yourself is pulling you in that frequency, and everything that shows up in your outside world reflects what's going on in the inside world. So if you're lacking that love the way you want to be loved through yourself, then the people that come into your life have to reflect exactly to you how you're loving yourself. So when you can turn that list around and start loving yourself the way you want to be loved, then your frequency is going to change, then your vibration is going to change, and the law of attraction is going to continue to work the same. Like will attract like, and you're giving yourself the love the way you want to be loved, and then you're going to attract the people that will come into your life, or even if it's a current partner, they're going to step up perhaps and start loving you the way you want to be loved, because you are. It has to match, and that's what happens. So for those of you who've been with me, you know that for each Seqkat's Mewzings series, as this is a part of, I've been going through one tarot card and I've been going through the journey. And so today's tarot card is the Lovers, and this hence our subject today. But take a look at this card. This is from the Mystical Cat Tarot, and look at these two kitty cats all nestled together in harmony. But look how they're curled together, like in harmony, in match, filling the whole in a vibrational frequency harmony. And that's exactly what you have to be. You have to be loving yourself like that to pull that love to come back in, and then it forms that whole and it matches. And that's what you need to look at. How are you loving yourself so others can love you the way you want to be loved? And I go a little bit deeper on self-love too, and another one of my musings, and I'll put a card up there, and it's actually titled Is Self-Love Narcissistic? And it goes into a little bit more details about loving yourself and about taking care of yourself, because a lot of times we feel like if we love ourselves, we come from a paradigm of belief and a societal teaching, if I'm not the martyr and I love myself, then I'm narcissistic, or I'm better than everybody else, I'm selfish. But there's a way to truly love and nurture yourself, to take care of yourself, so that you can offer love to others and properly offer the care to them that you want to offer to them. But it does start with self-love. And so receiving the love that you want from others the way you want it also starts with that self-love. So if you feel like you are lacking in this space, whether you're still single and you can't find that right person, or if you're in a partnership and you just not feel like you're getting the love you want, you got to really check with yourself. Are you loving yourself the way the way you want to be loved? And one of the things that you might want to check, a lot of us that get into this self-help or like personal growth, we'll keep digging and find things that we need to heal. And there is a lot of stuff that we need to heal from our past, but a lot of times we'll keep digging and digging, and we're not meeting the merits of somebody else is saying, hey, you need to fix this, or hey, you need to fix that. You really need to look at who you really are and find out, do you need to really fix this, especially if you've gone through a lot of healing? Is this something that needs to be healed, or is this a part of your personality? Is this a part of who you are? So you want to look at your values, and you want to write those down and look at those values and say, okay, are these values balanced? Are these values a part of who I am? Have they always been a part of who I am? Can I not let go of these values? And if those values are part of you and they put joy in your heart, they're coming from your higher self, they are part of who you are. You don't have to let go of those values. You might find a place where you have values, but they may be getting a little skewed because life has angered you in this particular area of your values, and that might be something that you need to heal, but it doesn't mean you need to let go of your values. And the way you perceive things and your perspectives. If you're not familiar with it, I highly recommend looking into the MBTI personality quizzes and also the Enneagrams. And I would take multiple quizzes of each to see how you are pinpointed. So you can look at those and see who you really are, and then appreciate, okay, this is a part of my personality. And then you can decide, do I need to heal this part of my personality? Am I a little too extreme on it? And do I need to rein it in? Or am I balanced with it? And I'm okay because this is who I am. And when you can come to that place to find it where you find yourself a little too extreme and you can clean that up, or finding where you're balanced, then you can start accepting who you really are as you are and loving who you are. And that can really help bring that love into your life that is a match that can love you for who you are. I've actually personally experienced this myself on that self-growth, on that personal development, still thinking I needed to heal when a lot of things were just my personality. My Enneagram was a part of who I was. And by going through that, I was able to see, okay, I can see where I was extreme, but because of all this other healing I've done, I've caught this. Or maybe I need to work on this a little bit, but for the most part, this is who I am. And once I started accepting that, then I was able to bring in someone who could accept me for who I am and love me for who I am. So as I'm loving myself, I am being loved by another. And it really works and it's beautiful. Okay guys, so that's our lesson for this week. I hope it's very helpful and I hope you found it helpful to you. And if you did, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. That would help me circulate my video out to help other people. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I love having you. And if you'd love to subscribe, just hit that subscribe button and the bell notifications so you'll know when I'm sending out the other Seqkat musings on Wednesdays, or the chakra clearing on the first Wednesday, or my tarot readings on Sundays. So until next time, much love and light.